Who doesn't love a good dungeon crawl? We're going to take a look at the Pathfinder Beginner's Box and how to craft it, coming up on Crafting with Nathan. Now, I got into the RPG hobby about 2 years ago, and I started as I learned from our GM, who is a Pathfinder player. Now, before we get into the edition wars, let me just say that Pathfinder's great, it's a lot of fun. There's so many systems out there. Don't shut off the video, don't stop watching. This isn't about systems, this is about how you could craft something cool. So, as we go on, I am going to be looking at the Pathfinder Beginner Box. That's the first thing I crafted, but really the techniques, the ideas, it is system-gnostic. That means you could use it for any system you want, and I think you'll still get some great results. So, Pathfinder Beginner's Box. I think it's about $25-30 on Amazon. It's a great way to get started if you're brand new to the hobby. And this comes with a gridded map, which is fine and dandy. Turns into a flipboard too, which is kind of cool. But if you're a fan of the 2.5 Godfather DM Scotty like I am, you've leaned towards going gridless. So, this is my room by room, encounter by encounter walkthrough of the Pathfinder Beginner's Box. How I put it together. Now, as we're recording this, the last pieces, the glue's drying, the paint is settling in. I'm very close to finishing it. This upcoming Tuesday, I'm running it again, gridless for another group. I ran this whole encounter this past summer or spring, and we had so much fun, and I'm very excited to run through it again with some buddies. So, the first room, the first part of this encounter is the outside area. And it's really the first lesson that I learned with crafting, which is, one, there's a right side and a wrong side of the cardboard. If you want to use the more corrugated side, beware, you're going to see more lines. So take a good look, let the light hit the cardboard. You're going to see one side shows more corrugation than the other. The flatter side, that's the one that you want to use. The other thing that I learned is to give yourself more space. Just because that map that came with here has some guidelines, I learned pretty fast. My initial one was going to be way too small and confining. Spread out a little bit. It's okay. It's gridless. It doesn't have to be perfectly spaced. You can do that if you're making a map, but you want to have some freedom and flexibility. That's what makes a gridless system so great. So lesson 2 was give yourself some space. My first crack at the outside area was this. My second crack, when I gave myself some space, was way bigger, and I really am pleased with how it came out. Now, the first area of the encounter starts with an outside area and a statue that the players can observe. Now, there's going to be spoilers here, so if you ever want to play this Beginner's Box, just stop watching it, run through the box, and check out the video again later. But there's going to be a statue outside. This is a Batman statue I got from Dollar Tree. Lopped off the ears, used some modeling clay, tried to take off the emblems and such, and I think it worked out alright. For $1, I was able to buy 1, 2, 3 of these for $3, and then I have a pattern of statue throughout this whole dungeon scenario. You'll see the other two in a little bit. So I have my statue here, and then the next piece I crafted is the wall of moss. I just used some cardboard, hot glue to texturize, hit it with a few coats of paint, base paint black, and then moved lighter and lighter with shades of green. Very happy with how this turned out. Now, we're going to take a look at our next episode, What's Behind the Moss Curtain. But before we do that, I just want to give a shout out to my man, DM Scotty. Thank you, Scotty, for getting me started on this whole crafting journey. When I first saw your videos, I thought, this looks so hard because those tiles look so good. There's no way I could do something like that. And sure enough, here I am about a year later, finishing up some great projects that I'm so happy. It's such a fun hobby. It's inexpensive, and really you get as much out of it as you put into it. So thank you for all your hard work too. All the videos you put out consistently. It's such a great asset to this community and so much fun. And also to the DMG. Following in Scotty's footsteps, you started your own channel. You've got some great videos, great humor, and great techniques too. The two of you guys, I've called you Steve Jobs and Wozniak before. You're like a duo that is making a great scene here. So thanks for all your hard work, guys. Episode 2, we will find out what is behind the moss curtain on Crafting with Nathan.